The Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines are featured in one of the biggest college football rivalries in the entire sport. So today in Madden 23, we have a best of 3 series between an all-time Michigan team and an all-time Ohio State team. And I have to give a shout out to Wheels for this on YouTube, who does best of 3s like this with other college teams against NFL teams and also all-time state teams. Make sure to go check that out, link in the description. And it also is important to note that not every single Ohio State alumni is going to be on this team. This was a downloaded roster, so we don't have every single player, but we have most of the great Ohio State Buckeyes. So let's get into it. Orlando Pace, left tackle, 99 overall, no surprise there. Chris Carter's the top wide receiver at a 97 overall. We have Eddie George, 97. Mike Nugent, the kicker, 96 overall. Denzel Ward. So we also have some current NFL players as well, 96 overall. Joey Bosa, Chase Young. Speaking of current players, Ezekiel Elliott, Sean Springs, Chris Spielman, Nick Bosa. Both Bosa brothers are going to be on this team. Michael Thomas is a 94 overall. Mike Doss, and then we have Ted Ginn Jr. Feel free to correct me in the comments down below if I get anybody's name wrong. We have Justin Fields as the starting quarterback here, 90 overall. And then you have Troy Smith, 87 overall. They're each going to get a start in this video. And at the running back spot, you're going to have the 1-2 here of Eddie George and Ezekiel Elliott. After that, you'll see J.K. Dobbins, Trey Sermon. Some of these guys' overalls from the custom roster that I downloaded are actually pretty low. Not sure why Dobbins only has 64. But regardless, we have the 1-2 punch of Eddie George and Zeke, so we should be fine. Chris Carter, like I said, 97 highlights the wide receiver room, but Michael Thomas, Ted Ginn, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, and Terry Glenn are going to be right after him. And now we jump over with the Michigan Wolverines, the top player, no surprise here, the best Michigan football player of all time, Charles Woodson, 99 overall. Anthony Carter highlights the wide receivers, 96 overall. Obviously, we have the NFL GOAT. He wasn't a Michigan Wolverine GOAT, though, so he's not a 99 overall. Tom Brady, 96. You have Braylon Edwards, 92 overall receiver. Jake Long on this team. Ty Law, so the corners are going to be really good in Michigan as well. Steve Hutchinson. We have Desmond Howard. We have John Jansen, and we have Jumbo Elliott. The running backs for this team are going to be Tyrone Wheatley, and we have Jamie Morris. The wide receivers headlined by Anthony Carter, followed by Braylon Edwards and Desmond Howard. The corners are pretty stacked as well on this team. Of Charles Woodson, obviously, what you talked about, 99 overall. Ty Law, I might have said he headlined the corners for some reason before. That was incorrect. Obviously, Woodson does at a 99, but Ty Law, a 90 overall. Jordan Lewis at an 81. And Michigan's going to be an 89 overall, so super close. So we are jumping on the field here, and for some reason, when I went in the game, the Michigan team is now the 49ers, and we have Ohio State as the Eagles. So if that continues throughout the video, just know Michigan is the 49ers with Tom Brady throwing it to his running back, who's going to get it down to the 41. Jamie Morris with the catch, picks up 16. We're going to watch this first entire drive for the Michigan Wolverines. Then we're going to jump into Super Sim mode and check out the key moments. Let's see if Brady tries to throw it here to one of his receivers. On 2nd and 9 from the 48, we got a screen pass. Again, it goes to Morris. This is basically the running back game. Brady's going to have to throw here. Are they going to punt it from midfield, or will they pick up the first? Tom Brady firing over the middle. He's got a man. Oh, and he gets leveled at the 29. What Brady's looking to do, he's going to give it to Carter out of the backfield, and Carter's going to be tackled after a pickup of 2. So Brady gets Michigan into the red zone, and I will be sharing this roster for you all at the end of the video. If you're on PS5, you can download this custom college alumni roster. I will show you how to do it, but you got to stay tuned to the end of the video. Let's see if Brady's going to punch this one in the end zone here or pick up the first down. They don't need the end zone. They could pick up 7 and get a first. Long opening drive. That's exactly what he does. But is he in? Not quite at the 1. From a 1st and goal at the 1 to now a 3rd and goal from the 6. Let's see what Brady's looking to do. He has a man, and again, it's dropped. They got to settle for 3. So now with Michigan settling for 3, Ohio State drives down the field and gets 2 back-to-back touchdowns. But Michigan able to answer. We got a high-scoring game. If we could see Ohio State in the red zone again, if I was able to jump in, I was looking to, but they punched it in too quick. So let's see if Brady can tie this up. And then if Ohio State's able to drive down the field and possibly take the lead again, we will jump in. Tom Brady on a read option. I don't care if he even did that at Michigan. He can't do that anymore. Oh, they really love to run. It's Carter out of the backfield, and Carter's going to pick up 2. So it looks like Ohio State did not drive down the field and do anything, and now Michigan has the ball again, 1st and goal. So now they're 3rd and goal again. This one has to be 4-down territory. Brady gonna pass. Does he have something? He does. Can he get in? Carter touches the pylon, and he's in on a 3rd and goal. They finally convert for the lead. But Ohio State is able to drive right now at the 39-yard line. They need quick points. They need a field goal or a touchdown. Then they need the ball back. They still have 3 timeouts. This game is not over. 23-yard reception. Let's jump in. Well, I think this game is pretty much over. I think Michigan's going to take game 1 here. But next game, we jump in first with Ohio State to see if they can tie the series up. But can Fields make it a 3-point game? And Eddie George is in for the touchdown. Tom Brady's going to take his final knee here, and Michigan's going to take game 1. Michigan has started game 2 with a touchdown, but now we jump over and we check out Ohio State. For the first time, we have a change at quarterback, but here comes the Michigan defense with a huge sack by Brandon Graham. This is not the way you want an opening drive to go for this team, especially after giving up a touchdown to Michigan. And on a 3rd and 26 across this body, there is nobody there. Let's see how this game goes. Let's see if Ohio State's going to have a chance to answer. Looks like they are driving 1st and 10 inside the red zone. So we are jumping in with Troy Smith and Ohio State looking to tie this game up. This game is a long way from over. Only 7-0. Both defense is really good. There's Eddie George. None of these teams can run the ball. I see that both teams want to run the ball all the time, but neither team can actually do it. Every time we jump in, I feel like these teams are settling for 3. All they do is run the ball. Troy Smith, we want to see you sling it a little bit. Let's see what can happen here. He's going to roll out. He's got Eddie George. Can Eddie George beat the one-on-one? He can't, and they're going to have to settle for 3. Back to Super Sim we go. Michigan has the ball. Ohio State has the ball. Michigan has the ball. They make it 10-3. It's a 10-10 game. Here we go. And now we have Ohio State looking to take the lead here in game number 2. Can we see a little bit of passing here? Both teams just love to run it. Finally, Troy Smith gonna throw. He's stepping up, and he gets absolutely leveled by Hurst. Real quick, everyone, before we get back into the video, only about 4% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed. If you're enjoying the content you're seeing, make sure to subscribe to the channel, but let's get back into the video. Let's see what happens here to end game 2. Looks like Michigan's trying to take the lead. They actually tie it. Oh, that's a close one. 48 seconds left for Brady, and they're pretty much in field goal range. They might make it 2-0 right here. This kick is almost for the game. 45 seconds left. Ohio State will have a chance to answer, though. There's still some time on the clock, but is the kick good? It is, and Michigan takes the lead by 3. So what can Troy Smith do with this Ohio State team? They got to throw now. 35 seconds left, no timeouts. Need to get into field goal range. Will they use any of those great wide receivers? They'll finally go to 1, but he's going to be tackled in bounds. Can they spike it? Ted Ginn with the catch, and for some reason, Madden logic, not a lot of time came off the clock. Not sure why that happened. They basically got a free timeout, even though he did not get out of bounds. And I think that went to Nick Van Nett, but he's tackled with 10 seconds left, and somehow the clock is not going. I don't know what's going on, Madden. What are we doing here? But 5 seconds left. And that one's incomplete. And to possibly send this game to overtime, or for a 2-0 sweep for Michigan. Here's the kick. That kick looks pretty good. And we're going to overtime. Michigan is going to start with the ball. Now, these are overtime playoff rules for the NFL. But Tom Brady looks like he's not going to do anything on this first drive. He's going to have to punt it to Ohio State, which means if they just get a field goal, they win. About 25 yards or so away from a pretty solid field goal range. Let's see what Troy Smith can do. Of course, back to the run, Eddie George, who really can't do much right now. The one deep pass we saw him throw to Ted Ginn was complete for a big pickup. Will they do it again? Another big pickup. Who is that? Is that Michael Thomas? Yes, it is, to get them to the 38-yard line. Now they can go to the run game. Give it to Eddie George, pick up some yards on the draw play, and kick a game-winning field goal. So this is not an easy field goal. Let's see what they're going to look to do here. You got Chris Carter at the bottom, I believe. Michael Thomas at the top. Eddie George out of the backfield. Smith, you can't get sacked. Eddie George actually catches that and picks up a crucial 3 yards. And here's a huge kick once again for Ohio State to tie the series. The kick is up. And it is good. We have a tie series. And here we go with game 3. We are super simming this thing. And if it gets close to the end, we are jumping in. Who is going to start off with the lead? We are going to have Michigan with the lead 10-0 with Ohio State bouncing back, making it 10-7. But let's see what happens here. Michigan up 13-7. We're going back and forth. Good defense. Now it's 22-19. 2019 Ohio State 36-19. 39-26. And they have blown out Michigan in the final game with a comeback in game 2. And then they're able to take it in game 3. And this Ohio State team has won the rivalry against Michigan. Justin Fields going to hoist this Lombardi trophy for all Ohio State fans. You guys have some bragging rights here in Madden 23. Let me know what 2 college teams you want to see next. And I mentioned that if you want to download this roster, what you have to do is on PS5, I'm not sure if it's on different consoles, search the keyword CFB, then sort it by likes, and you're going to look for CFB Light Alumni Team. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. In the comments down below, let me know what challenge, what video do you want to see next. Peace.